Hi guys, Ralph here. Well, we went on holiday a few weeks ago to Alnwick. While we were there, we went to the castle and the gardens there. Now, a quick tour around. It was in June 2019 this video was shot, so we'll have a good quick look around what's in the Alnwick Gardens and Castle here. When you first come in, plenty of parking when you get in. You can walk in through second car park straight into where it's a tree house, which is a restaurant, but we'll see more of that later on his way back out again. It's actually run, the gardens are actually run by the wife of the Duke of Northumberland. Or yes, His Grace the 12th Duke of Northumberland. But what you see to start with is a pond, and there's a giant in the pond. I think there's some sort of myth around Alnwick. There's supposed to be giants or something. I'm not entirely sure. Couldn't exactly look too much into it, to be honest. But the bloomers in there, and a huge golf club, and a big spider. So the adventure golf there, there's lots of insects, massive insects with a crazy golf, worms and spiders, massive bees and wasps, just to put you off your stroke when you're trying to putt. Again, with a nice casual game of silly, crazy golf. I'm coming up to the castle here now. People might actually recognise the castle for being in lots of different television programmes like Downton Abbey. It's done Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, some shots on here, as well as the first two Harry Potter films. The grounds are absolutely amazing when you get round to it, but here we are coming to the main entrance. Fun fact, this is the entrance where Harry and the rest of the crew went out to see Hagrid. So we go through the main entrance. That's a What's On guide. What's on today? Loads of different events inside for everybody. It's a lot of it cased for the young kids and stuff with the Harry Potter theme. And lots of grounds, lots of tents where they could do stuff. We went there just for the castle and for the walk around. It's an amazing castle. It's actually I think it's an 11th century castle. It's actually really well kept and well maintained over the centuries. A few cannons, little tiny cannons, obviously. A bit bigger. Lots of grounds. Weather was brilliant for us, on most part. There's a lovely castle. And lots of statues, once they're in focus. And the battlements there. You'll see more statues and things later on inside. The ground's absolutely stunning. There's the River Aln there. Obviously Alnwick was named after. It's going on the outskirts. Now we're actually coming to the tower there, the Poston Tower, where it's a really old tower, quite narrow. You get it in front there, then that second set of stairs. The Castle Museum here. There's lots of things inside. Absolutely stacks of old pots from when this was originally the first castle. Actually, it's the second largest castle in the UK, or in England, at least. It's amazing to see all these trinkets, pots. To learn a lot of some weapons there as well. Other parts you could see around the house, hooks and stuff. Really interesting spirals. I don't know whether somebody gouged those into the rocks or whether or not they were fossils. Axe heads. Crafters of the metalworking. There's plenty to see. Maybe a good history lesson over the castle. And with it being nearly 1,000 years old, you've got quite a bit of history here. A lot to learn, a lot to see. Amazing, a lot of it has been preserved quite well. Some armour there. Holes in the chest plate there. I don't think the original owner of the armour must have survived that one. Crossbows, longbows. There's even an old bicycle there. It's strange. Some guns. So really out of time from each other. But we actually found there was a bird's nest there. There's a raven or a yeah. There's chicks there. We'll see in a moment the outside of this, but 3 chicks there, desperate. But there were people who walk past all the time. There he is. Obviously wary of us, but still needs to feed its chicks. Feed the chicks. Those little things. We'll come to some more armour. Some swords. Even a horn there, some musical instruments there as well. Lots of stuff nailed to the ceilings, so much stuff. The owners must have just wanted it on display but couldn't get too much in display cases. Lovely view there of the actual gardens from one of the outer walls there. And the opposite side, looking down onto the park. And we see there the windows. That's actually where the nest was. That one wasn't. There was one above. Shows that when there's a gap, when there's a way. So let's go back onto track with this. Back into the castle itself. Actually going down towards the staterooms, I think. Ah, there's a dungeon. Somebody down there. Very strange that the dungeon was bang next to where one of the entrances were, next to where the staterooms. It's quite an odd place to put a dungeon. Now we have the courtyard here for the staterooms. We actually couldn't film inside the staterooms. The owners don't like people, because they're living in a lot of these rooms. A lot of them on show to walk around, but a lot of them are closed off to the public, and they just request that you don't film. Don't take photographs. So unfortunately, it's all in the head, all memorised. If you want to go, they're absolutely stunning rooms. There's artwork everywhere. The ceilings are very much like a... If you've ever been to the Vatican, all the ceilings have all got panels on and just little bits of artwork, gilded ceilings. It's amazing to look at. Unfortunately, that was as far as we could go to the actual staterooms. Now we're outside the outer bailey. In front of there's the Barbican to the left. There's the coach houses behind there in the corners. There's the entrance we just came through. The castle is so well built. It's absolutely solid. And the outside scenes here you probably recognise from Harry Potter. The Quidditch training, and they actually have people learning to fly broomsticks. There they go. So you have a watch at them. None of these are going to be good enough to be flying the Nimbus 2000 yet. Just on training ones. Back over the bailey there. There's some building work going on around the Barbican area and on the outer wall. They're about to have a race. Yep, and mounting the brooms. But it's a false start. Telling them all off, parents and kids alike. Now there's inside the Barbican. Couldn't get any further than that. This is actually an entrance to try and get for a drop-off point to the side of that wall. Right, here we are in the coach house. The main courtyard here for the food. There's a gift shop in there, cafe and toilets, a hot spur restaurant and the guest hall. There's the part on here for the coach house showing the Downton Abbey room, what they set. Never watched Downton Abbey, to be honest. Showing an old horse-drawn vehicle there. Carriage. In amazing condition. A couple of actors from Downton. And a documentary showing different parts of Downton Abbey. And we're out into... I think we're in the Dragon's Quest. There's a knight on horseback. You can see there, Sir Henry Percy, Hotspur. It wasn't fully life-size, it was a very impressive statue. Just in the middle of the courtyard there. There's a dragon in the corner of the Knight's Quest area. We went over and had a look, see if he was any trouble. No trouble whatsoever. He's completely chained up. You couldn't. He was petrified, I think. No problem. I kept thinking he needs to eat my camera. Good artwork on this, to be honest. Let's get in there. In. Eat me. That's the gift shop. Plenty of stuff in there. A lot of Harry Potter stuff, a lot of dragon stuff, owls in the corner. Hogwarts stuff. Some little figures. Doormats. Ministry of Magic. There's Harry Potter being a big thing here. Now we're back out. We're going to the Fusiliers Museum. A lot of army memorabilia inside here. It's a good eye-opener for the amount of people who gave their lives over the many wars that the castle has been involved with. Korean War there, obviously World Wars 1, 2. Amazing medals, all just kept there. Stunning relics. So many medals. There's a wall in a few seconds where there's absolutely covered in medals. A service revolver. And a hip flask with a hole in it. May or may not have helped somebody survive. There's a dog that gave its life to service. 3 medals, amazing. Drummer. Mascot. You don't really recognise so much that the animals do so much when it comes to wartime. So many different wars and decades for the armour. And this here, it's the amount of medals. It's baffling. Everyone earned Foster medal collection. Absolutely stunning. Every one of those medals must have a history, must have a story. The uniforms. Nowadays, sort of battle armour. Nice. Some old food. There's so much to see in here. Pins there. An amazing, in the centre there, silver horse statue. So it's stunning. It's well worth a visit just to see all this. The instruments played. Always just a bugle and a drum. Anyway, castle done with, let's go to the gardens. Now there's a map of the area. We're straight in, and there is the area for the food. We're going straight in, and you go straight into where the fountains are. Absolutely amazing fountains. They got some displays that were going on. I'm sure they had 2 different displays. One on the half hour and one on the hour. But we get to see them later on. Have a walk around first. There's a poison garden down there. We get to see that later on. And so much to see down here. It's absolutely stunning. Lots and lots of things to see. Down there was the bamboo labyrinth. And a massive chair for no reason. So off we went. We went walking through towards where the pond area was. There's a huge pie. I think it was actually the cherry orchard. We're going through in the top. There's a big pie. One second you're in the middle of somewhere, the next you're just in the middle of a forest. It's amazing. There's your Ornamental Garden. So much stuff here. It's way too much stuff to film. But I'm not a gardener. And there's water. And let's follow it down. Goes down under there. Under the gate. Out, down some steps, down some pebbles. And there's the water feature. Just that little pond. That's all it is. No, I'm kidding. That cascades down either way. Onto other fountains. The path down. You get to the end of here. There's a stunning view of the Grand Cascade. A massive water fountain you saw at the other side, and then in the front the food area, pavilion. Now, we started here, this was on the half hour, I think about 1:30 or something. It started with the water display showing. Now there's water jets on the side, which never actually came in. It was just a straight line down the middle. It's amazing watching it. One after the other, just on and on and on. It's so relaxing just sat there watching this. I do like the water feature. This does go on for a little while. If you're not into water, then please fast forward and catch me up later on. If not, stay tuned. I think by this time I was hoping the side jets would be on. We did see the side jets working. I just think they must be on the hour as a feature. They don't do the same patterns all the time. think I get caught out here. I'm just zooming on the jets as they go up. There go the jets. Right, they're all turning off now. The bottom jets squirt into the bottom little pond. Bottom massive water fountain squirts out, and I'm at the wrong end of the fountain. Come on, Ralph, get down there. It was amazing to watch this. It is quite a nice spectacle to have a garden that has a massive water features like this. Do something like this on a half hour. Wait another 25 minutes for the next one. Constantly do the smaller jets at the bottom of the top set of the cascades. And chucking in coins. There's a wishing well. The water gets sucked in, pumped to the top, and off it goes down again. So we get to the poison garden. Now, we were requested not to film in here because there's illegal plants in there. Yes, may cause bottom bubbles if you drink that. There's one of the giant's potions, but inside you can see there's a lot of plants in here that are very poisonous. Stuff like that's illegal and stuff that's something like tobacco. There's a tobacco plant in there which is not illegal, it's a bad plant really, doing cigarettes. But there's so many poisonous stuff in there that you did not, excuse me, yes, he's in the way, you did not want to touch, to eat, to anything with them. So hence, no filming and no eating. Keep your hands to yourself. People on the wall there who big killers, curry killer. Go through an archway on his way out, like poison ivy. Coffin on the way out for your contributions. Now we're back at the beginning now. You've got your there's a restaurant on here. There's some little smaller houses for the woodland walk. And the treehouse restaurant we'll see in a second, I think. Didn't need anything to eat. Didn't really go in that much. Seemed a little bit rude going in and disturbing people while they're eating. So, went on a couple of wooden bridges for a woodland walk to conclude our time at Alnwick. So, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's actually convinced you to go to Alnwick Castle. It's absolutely a brilliant day out. Book online to start with. Get yourself a little bit of a discount. You can go and see this yourself. The castle itself is worth the entrance. The gardens are absolutely stunning. Do recommend both of them. I'm going for another walk over another bridge. Creaky. Very creaky and bouncy. But you knew you were safe anyway. So, it's fine for us. Fine for me. Walking in the trees. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that. I really enjoyed Alnwick. Please go, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.